Hey guys, this is going to be my background for today. This is the Incredible Hulk Omnibus, the first one. This is the Alex Ross variant cover. So I got some back issues and I got some new books I read that'll be in this particular haul. So I'll just put them up there. This is Captain America, number 117. This is the first appearance of Falcon. I picked this up. This was cheap. This is in a very good grade. This is a little beat up. It's actually a lot beat up, but I wasn't looking to spend $400 on a really nice copy. So this is what I settled on for right now, anyway. So this is that book. These I've been collecting more and more when I find them. I like the stories in them. It's cool they give you two stories. It's the Inhumans and Black Widow. Amazing Adventure. This is number 5. I have number 1. I have number 2. I think I have number 7. I've showed them in other videos. This is the Action Comics of Amazing Spider-Man, where Spider-Man's picking up the car. This is 306, so the McFarlane run. This is 312. That's a really cool cover with Green Goblin and Hobgoblin. This is my second copy of that. This is a really cool cover that I always like. This is 313 with the Lizard and Spider-Man. This is Avengers 158. Wonder Man versus the Vision. Cool cover. I really like how just this is, I guess, when I was a kid growing up and in the 80s, that this is how they drew the characters in like Iron Man's suit, and that's what Captain America looks like, I remember, and just everybody that was brings back good memories of these books. This is Batman 406, and I have part 3 and part 4. I gotta pick up 1 and 2. I try to pick them up when they're cheaper, because if you just go out and look for these books, they really slam you. For like, you could probably pay between $60 to $100 for the whole set. 100's probably high, but 60 to 80, I'd say, for 404, 405, 406, and 407. So now I got 406 and 407. These are some older Daredevil books that I picked up. This is a you can see the spine here. That's banged up. You can see something right there. I think this book was $5, so I picked it up. It's Daredevil number 15. This is Daredevil number 21. This is a nice copy, and I always like this cover too, so I was happy to pick this up. This is Daredevil 100. Daredevil 128. This is Jungle Action, Black Panther number 7. That's a cool cover, so I picked that up. This is X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 219. I had a real beat up copy from when I was a kid, so I saw this cheap, so I picked it up to replace it. This is the second appearance of Iron Fist, Marvel Premiere, number 16. And now I didn't get a chance I was busy today, I had work and stuff, so I didn't get a chance to read a lot of books. So the books I read, the newer books I have, are Batman and Robin number 39, which is still really awesome. And towards the end of the book, he goes and hangs out with the Justice League. So it's funny, he took Penguin and Killer Croc and a bunch of villains, and he tied them all up and flew them up into the atmosphere and told them that if anybody else dies, and he finds out about it, that they're going to find out what it's like to be an astronaut. And he scares them and stuff, and he actually drops them, and Batman comes and saves them, and they go on a fishing trip, and they're trying to figure out exactly what he can do and his powers and why. This is I guess this is an Action Comic Rip 2 with him carrying the car like that. I didn't realize that till I just mentioned that in Amazing Spider-Man 306. But there's a really good issue. I'm really enjoying this story. Black Vortex is really good. I think I have two other parts that I didn't read yet, but I read the first part and this is the second part. Really good book. This actually wasn't that bad, but I dropped it already, so I'm not going to bother. Superman and Batman were in this issue, and it was pretty good. It's an awesome cover, but I'm not going to continue with it. I didn't like 36 and 37, so I dropped it. I'm very glad the Spider-Verse is over. I haven't been into this at all. This is not fun to me. I'm not into it, so I'm glad it's over. Uncanny X-Men 31. This was a really good book. Eva Bell brings Professor X to make sure that the mutant Matthew Malloy that his parents never meet, so then he's not born, and she gets kicked out of the school, and then everything goes back to normal where Emma Frost, Magic, and Scott Summers don't die, and I guess 4 issues ago they started reading the will of Professor Xavier. She-Hulk does, and everything was left to Scott Summers, and he signs everything over to Storm and walks out, and I guess he's got some soul searching to do. So I'm interested to see where that goes. And actually Eva Bell threatens him at the end of the book because she was there when Professor X made those other parents not meet. So she said she would go back in time and make sure Scott Summers' parents never met. This was a good issue. I go back and forth with this. I like the artwork. I like Mike Allred's artwork. I've been going back and forth. This was a good issue with Galactus, where they found a whole world of people who survived Galactus's attacks when he eats the worlds, and they were on a hidden planet, and Silver Surfer found them on accident, and Galactus was following Silver Surfer, so they end up there. So I'm interested to see where this goes. But sometimes I like it, and sometimes I don't. I actually like this one. So that's everything that I read, and those are all the books I have. I want to thank everybody who watches and comments. I hope you have a nice rest of your week. This is Kingpin PKR 316. Bye.